Inktober. Let me try it. I can get a zoom before anyone joins the chat. Oh, horrible zoomy zoom that was. Right, Etchr postcard out. Wait for any fellows to come in. Probably going to think the lighting's really bad, but it's not. It's super bright. I'm not even in the shadow. Right, let's see. This is going to be my picture for demon, not because it is a demon, but because it's demonic to me. As far as I'm concerned, it's demon-like. Hello, lovely. Nice to see you. Probably hear in my voice I'm a little bit out of breath. I have been doing my exercise. Trying my best. I say doing my exercise. This month I've done that exercise 3 times, a different exercise 3 times, and yoga twice in 18 days. So I haven't really done loads, but I have been walking as well. So I'm really trying to look after myself, you know, get the right amount of sleep, and look after my body, because I've gained 9 kilos in less than a year. It's quite a lot of weight, actually. And I just like my clothes to fit. They do, but in a really squishy way, you know? How are you doing? Thanks for being here. Right. Should I do this a bit lower down? You know what? I'm going to bring it down a bit lower. Then the demon will look more demonic. You remember these pictures? Oh, lovely. I thought somebody would. I thought somebody would out of somewhere. I wonder. No, I increased the quality. I don't think it... I don't know if it works for other people or just for me when I watch videos. I mean, it wasn't the video bit, it was on the other bit. But anyway, we've got a nice set of pictures coming along, haven't we? I think the whole set together is going to be real special. If you know what I mean, I think it will be lovely. Let's get this demon in then. It's called Taiono. Taiono. Can't actually remember, I haven't named it in ages. It is a sun tower, and it was made for the 1970 Olympics. And it, in my opinion, is blooming scary. Like, it's got a cuteness. It's got, like, I think it's meant to be a bird. It's got like a chick-like body and a chick-like head, but it's kind of scary if you ask me. And then at night time, the eyes light up in a really scary, demonic way. So the day is yesterday's one. So Tuesday 17th, and demonic. Doesn't matter to me. I can zoom my YouTube screen in pretty close. Oh, really? Well, I've zoomed... Everybody, I've zoomed in. So I've zoomed in a bit while no one's in the chat. As soon as someone gets in the chat, I can't zoom in anymore because of YouTube's current, I don't know, upgrade, downgrade. I don't know. So how are you? Have you been scribbling a couple of Inktobers lately? I think you said you might have been playing around with a couple. I've got a feeling this might be a weirdly short Inktober, this one today. And then I've got a nice one. I've got a really lovely one planned for tomorrow. I'm going to wake up in a short amount of time and get up and do it before I go to the theme park for the day. I'm going to show a new friend the theme park and meet my partner. So it's meant to be a date, but it's going to be a date with a friend now as well, which is lovely. I think it's nice when you're a comfortable couple and comfortable with your friendships to just be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna come on your date. I think my drawing has actually made it look really cute. What do you think? I think it's pretty cute in my picture. Now I can't get away with calling it demon like I've been calling it. It's a bit cute, isn't it? You've been oh, thank you. You've been colouring in the 2022 book and fixing to start a 16 by 20 acrylic landscape that you're drawing in. Oh, that sounds lovely. This is a bit cute, isn't it? That's a bit adorable. I kind of want it as a pet. It's too cute. Oh my gosh. Look at that little baby. Look at that baby. Love it. I feel like I'm being breathless in the background, but it's because I've been exercising. Promise. Not being seedy in the background. Da, 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 da. Some clouds. Blah, blah, blah. Not putting too much effort into this sketch, am I? It's the night time. Yesterday's nighttime one took me so long to do. It was just that mochi. Did you see the mochi? Oh. Gosh, there's some nice pictures. You know what? I think I have increased the quality. Not of my drawings. I mean of the live stream. Mochi Castle. What happened? They got out of sync a little bit. Ta-ta. You've seen them all. Oh, have you been watching each of the videos? Thank you. I'm very honoured. I'm probably tonight. You know, if this comes along really quickly, I'm going to put up a video or two tonight of like an edited one. I've almost finished editing one. Just takes its sweet time. You know what? I think that's enough information for this one. I'm gonna get my little glovey thing and draw the ink bit. I don't know. We're gonna see if anyone else bothers to come. It doesn't matter. You and me is enough. In fact, I feel very grateful that at least one person has been with me on each of the live streams. And the last few, there was like almost 10 people. It's not the Hago days of having lots, but let's have a look. Right, I'm gonna have to try and go careful if I want it to look like what it is. So I've got a horrible hunched back over here trying to create it. Nostril, little shape up there. Okay, and it's horrible little squish mouth, which would be cute if it was real, but I don't like it. It's just a bit weird. It's a bit weird. Is that what the 70s looked like? Was it that weird? I don't know. And how do I make it look angry? Because in the picture here, it's kind of angry looking. What an interesting designer I must have had. Path was my favourite. I'm buying it. I've attended all the shows, usually in person, a few afterwards. You're wonderful. Thank you. I'm really grateful to have discovered and met people like yourself. How fortunate I am to have such encouragement. So thank you so much. It's been a long old time since the Hago years. Oh, I've just worked out how to make this. I say Hago years. I mean it was only like 14 months for me, and it was only April that it ended. But it's just this quite a long time ago. A few people that might not really know me from that might watch this video and wonder what on earth Hago is. It was just an online virtual touring, so like live streamed tours. What do I call it? A platform. I really do lose my words sometimes. I did teach the English all the day, so I say I've got reason enough to not know how to English anymore. Well, I think that looks like its horrible face, doesn't it? It's so weird. I mean, like, no offense to all the thingies that are weird. I'm one of the thingies that's weird. But, you know, it's just a bit odd. And it's really demonic and scary in a night time. But I'm happy I got to see it. think this is a little birdie in here. But it's meant to be a sun... what's the word? Sun? It's a sun tower, but is it like a sun god in its own way? I don't know. I'm just really focusing while I do these tiny, tiny little details in here. Okay, that's not exactly right, but who cares? We are here to have fun. Maybe gain some little skills. Mostly we are having fun, and that is all that matters. We will add lots of texture and make it look so shiny, but really it's just pen, and it makes us feel finey. Ta-da! There's a song. You can have it for free. Unless you make loads and loads of money from it, in which case, please give me some of the monies. Okay. Oh, I feel like I can't breathe. I keep not breathing when I'm doing these tiny details. Whew, there we go. Breathe again. Very like the creature. Creature. Yeah, I like that. That's an accurate description of it. Oh my gosh, too much ink came out. Okay, excuse me, I'm breath holding. Oh my gosh, that's what is it? What is that? I really cannot describe this. Look at it. You're indescribable. Oh, it's got the body of a wine bottle. Hello. Hello. Maybe we can be friends after all. Yeah, it's got a wine bottle body. Sorry, I feel like I'm doing pretty useless conversation, but the concentration on this thing's I need for this thing's body adornments. Creature. Ooh. Ta-da. Celebrate your wins. Ta-da. Ta-da. Oh. Ta-da. Okay. I can breathe again. It's a weird one. Oh. It's fine. I just like to watch. I learn and it's relaxing. What have you learned this time from this one and from the ones over the last days? Have you learned anything in particular? I haven't necessarily been trying to teach anything other than make for making's sake, which is my an accidental motto of mine. For make's sake. Okay, I'm gonna get his little wings. Whee! Whee! Who else is there? Hello, everybody else that came into the space. Okay, that is for patterns to go on. The other little wing. Whee! Hopefully you've learned to be confident with your lines. To not worry too much about whether they're exact, but just come at them confidently. Oh, how to draw a sitting frog? I don't think I necessarily taught anything about that. Maybe you could just sort of see the leg formations, right? So maybe you just sort of learned in that way by watching. And you learned to draw trees in a forest. What did you learn? Do you mean like the bamboo ones? Draw some in the foreground and some going back into the distance. We're going to do some more in a moment, but in a slightly different style. So maybe you'll learn a little something else. Who knows? I mean, I'm not even planning to teach. It's just gonna, if it comes out of me, it comes out of me. No apologies. Ooh. I hope some people learned things like cross-hatching isn't retro, it's actually useful. I feel like cross-hatching is something that looks a little bit retro, if you know what I mean. And something so nostalgic about old drawings. So maybe retro is good anyway. Okay, it's got some interesting little markings from whatever on earth material whoever decided to make this decided it should be made out of. Considering it's from the 70s, I reckon it's probably made of full-blown concrete and it's going to live forever. It's got a little chin under here. It creeps me out, man. At least there's not more fish. If you haven't learned how to draw fish, I'd be surprised. There's a lot of fish that went into this. Ah, good, good, good. I'm happy to hear this. I watch your hand movements and I learn not to worry about the lines so much for the trees. I'm learning to let the drawing flow. Yeah, try not to imagine too much before you start, in my opinion. Just sort of see what comes out of your hands, you know? Like, you might surprise yourself. And if you had some idea and it comes out totally different, don't worry. But if you free yourself from having too many constraints of an idea, then I feel like it just works better. You can just be more happy with whatever comes, right? Some kind of platform-like thing here. I don't really know what it is, but it's in the picture now. Ta-da! Hello, anybody who's coming in. What have we got here? So I'm bringing the level of the trees down quite a lot. I've done some things in different places. That's a good bit of little sound. Okay. I'm not using this as a ruler. I'm just trying to make sure that I was in the right kind of pathway. So some of the drawings I've created for this set of Inktober pieces actually look quite different from each other. The styles are like the same but different. The subject is so different in so many of them that the style has come out a little different, I think, in each of them. And yet I've tried to bring them all together by ultimately giving everything a black outline. Like giving every postcard a black outline, even if the picture doesn't call for it necessarily. And that sort of makes them look like they're all part of a set, which is a cool thing to do if you've, if you're like me and your style can change quite rapidly depending on your mood or the material you're using. I think it's cool. My mood has been varied. there was that one horrible session where I was in a really bad mood. It wasn't even that long ago. I was just really tired. But I've been using the same material every time. And if you look in my sketchbook, I do not use the same material every time. I use totally different ones depending on just everything, down to the weather, the subject, all kinds of things. So to just be using a black pen is quite, I think, probably quite an interesting way to see me or any artist working. There is a kind of grain here. I don't really want a proper pen stroke to come out here. Ooh, this is cool. This grain is making it look a bit more like a Metropolis style sci-fi like. Sorry, I'm just going to turn it around a little bit. Sci-fi like picture, I think, like a poster, old poster. And it's also making it look like it's going to fly off into the distance. So, yay for the line. I wonder who else is doing a little secret watching. Right, there's some kind of little tree thing in there. I'm going to do a kind of sharp upwards motion, thinking about the middle of the tree is what I want to be strong, and I'm going to push outwards. There's some kind of strange little trees around here, so I'm just going to make these angular little marks, starting in the middle like this, and pushing up, push up, 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 push out, push up, out, up, from the middle, out, 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 back, in the middle, out, out, out. So that is creating kind of jaggedy like trees, because there's definitely something jaggedy and tree-like back there. But gosh, you will waste so much time if you so much time when you could be doing other stuff like eating chocolate or, I don't know, watching videos. Super useful things. No surprise I've gained so much weight. You'll waste time if you try and draw things like trees exactly as you see them in pictures. Come on, we've got better things to do with our lives than draw trees exactly as we see them. Photographs are for exacting. Unless you're trying to explore the limits of your ability as an artist, then I really don't see any reason for some kind of hyper-realistic, especially not just a tree. No offense, trees, you're lovely, but trees can look so lovely when children draw them, when pros draw them. Trees just are going to look lovely regardless. So why waste all your ink on every single leaf? Okay, we've got some broccoli trees over here. There's some cauliflower trees, broccoli trees. I don't know what this is, but I'm drawing it in there. A few things are really not in the same place that they are in my reference picture. But how do I feel about that? I don't care. It's fine. I feel fine about it. Fluffy little bush trees. I don't really know what they are, but they're what I'm calling broccoli. So just being a little rough. Those. Then there are some uppy, sticky uppy trees that look a bit fluffy. So I'm going to do their uppies, and then I'm going to do their fluffies. Uppies, and then fluffies. These are all technical terms. You can see them in the Oxford Dictionary. Uppies and fluffies, definitely. They're definitely in there. There we go. My big sighing is my evening exercise about my body. And I think the mountains are not quite as big as I've allowed them to become here, but that's fine. There's some weird things that are very pointy. And because I like power cables and things like that so much, I'm going to let them be pointy. I'm going to add them randomly. There we go, randomly pointed. Finding the bit of where this mountain is and letting it kind of continue. Not because it necessarily would in nature, but because it will make my drawing come together more nicely. I believe. I don't know what this thing is here. It's actually not very attractive, but I'm going to add it in because it will be a nice extra texture and a more simple point of interest, considering all the trees are going to look kind of detailed. And it seems to be a bit round. And it seems to be a cylinder, so I'm going to leave more space between the ones at the front and try and make it look like a cylinder. And it's got some shadow going just down the front part of it. Okay. There's also a building behind it. Haven't really left space for building, but I like architecture. So I'm going to add it. And even though what I've done so far does not lend itself to that being there, I'm going to cover up the lines I've already done to allow it to be in there. Haha, you'd never know. You would never know. Okay. Now I've got some clear trees, or at least not clear trees, but clear tree trunks. And also what looks like little people. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and put loads of little shapes in here that look a bit like keyholes. I don't know if you can really see that. No, it's not very. The stream quality is not very exceptional, but it's in there. Tree trunk. Color over it quite a lot. And a more pale tree trunk back there. This one is way off the picture, but I really liked it, so I brought it into the picture. I'm just going to go over this quite a lot in small random strokes. I have been not really doing the random strokes because I've been trying to go for a certain effect, but I want this to look more like bark, so we can allow it on this occasion. And I figure there's probably branches in there, but we don't need to add many of those. That will just become shaded in somehow. Okay, now I'm going to add tree detail. Who else is there? I see you. Okay. Right. Some of those leaves are a little bit clear. They're almost off the page. Right. This is shadowy. 1 second. Shadow first. Not usually at all, but in this case. The shadow is going to dictate where the trees go. In this case only, not usually. I'm doing lots of clear lines, reminding me of metal etchings that I see in pubs in the UK. So I live in Japan. My name is Kendal James. You can find me online as Miss Kendal James on linktr.ee/Miss Kendal James, or Instagram, or buy me a coffee, or anything. Find me on all of those thingies. But I'm British. I live in Japan, and I like pubs. I've drawn a lot of these things the wrong scale, and I really don't care because I like the shape of my drawing. These trees still have quite a lot of shading in them, a lot of shadow rather. I'll start with the lower ones, because if I start up high and then try to fit the lower ones, I'll probably find that I've done it in the wrong shape. So if I start down low, then I can build upwards. I'm just doing loads of really tiny little curls that look a bit like miniature giant's chest hairs, if I'm honest. It looks like there's willow-like trees coming down, but I don't think I really have to worry too much about exactly what type of tree anything is. So keeping in mind little giant's chest hairs, that's kind of what we're going with here. And do some tiny little markings in between your big approximate giant chest hair, cauliflower, whatever we're doing. And doing some little round circles in between them to make it look like the light is coming through the trees. And these are going to be painted afterwards, so I can leave those bits blue. But speaking of which, after I do the other trees, I can try and work out a way to like depict a bit of cloud while still leaving whoever, in this case me, but whoever, when the coloring book version of this comes out, allowing whoever it is to color in the clouds how they want to, without being too confined to the lines that I've created for them. I also did some actual little leafy bits up there, like looking a bit like real leaves. There we go. And shadowy down around here. Pretty much shadowy down under all of the trees. You can maybe just see a little bit of the people here and there. Shadowy with chest hair cauliflower tops. That one's really far back, so it's getting double cross hatched. So if anyone is watching in their secret way, have a little question, you're welcome to ask it. If you'd rather be a tree shadow and not say anything, that's okay too. But know that your conversation is very motivating for me. No pressure, but it says that there's a few more people in here that I can hear. So just saying, if you want to say hi, you can say hi. If you're my enemies, though, don't say hi. That's not peer pressure trying to get you to say hi to prove that you're not an enemy. But enemies just go away. There's a lot of pointy tree looking areas. Wow, I'm pressing down too tight. Hello, everybody and anybody who is sneaking in for Inktober. I'm catching up on yesterday's Inktober now. Almost totally caught up. What day is this one? 17th. Today is the 18th. So I'm doing 17th now. In about, what is it? In about 8 hours and 20 minutes, I'll be doing day 18. And then probably I'll finish day 19 at the end of day 19. So I'll add a last minute live stream thing. You can check that out if you like. I'm a little bit zoomed in. Sorry, shaking the camera. Oh, hello, Kate Leary. Hello, nice to see you. You can maybe, I don't know if it's go on me or go on your profile. If you're worried that you're not getting notifications from some of your favorites, there's a way to make sure you are getting them. So you can go and click them and make sure you get it. It could be on your phone, it could be in YouTube, or it could be on my channel. I'm not sure. It's kind of phone dependent. Right, these are quite far away, so I want my little chest hairs. I'm saying these look like tiny giant's chest hairs. I want them to be quite tight knit. This tree is in the foreground a bit more, so it's all a bit skew-whiff, to be honest. And the ones in the far background, I think I'll just do as kind of almost like dots. There we go. How are you, Kate? Are you well? Right. Mountains. Something in here. What's in here? Little trees. Don't really know what's in there, but it's just been cross-hatched into whatever it's going to be. I'm going to leave the mountains blank because then people can paint them in really easily themselves. Let me think. Yeah, happy with that. And then I want some kind of feeling of the shape of the clouds. So I'm doing quite an interesting shape here, I think. Some of you might think it doesn't really look like clouds, and that's fine. It's just a hint for anyone who, when this becomes something you can colour in, it's a hint of like where you might like to colour in. And we've got some deeper actual clouds back there. But some of them are just dots. Okay, I think it looks pretty nice. Get my other pen to do an outline. Oh, 1 second, let me erase whatever I can. The word of the day for day 17 was demon. I feel really bad. This is meant to be like a sun goddess tower, but I've gone and called it a demon. I saw it on Children's Day, and children can be demons too, right? Let me see. To me it looks quite scary though, so that's why it gets to be the demon today. It's probably quite mean of me. Ooh, it's Kimberly. Oh, hi, Kimberly. Didn't realize I was on my other account. Oh, that might be why you didn't get notification then. You got some new makeup to play with. That's nice. What kind of makeup? Is it glamorous, natural? Is it for Halloween? Okay, can we get those outlines on? Who wants to see the picture I'm going to do tomorrow? The word is saddle tomorrow. Or would you like it to be secret? Ooh, Halloween eyeshadow palette. What colors? Orange, green, purple come to mind. Black, silver. Quite a few people seem to be slipping in now. Sorry, everybody, it's coming right to the end of it. I've been doing this for 40 minutes. You can always check out lives on my channel to see if I've got any listed. I'll try and give you some preparation, but it just takes so long to arrange those things, let alone like imagine when I'm going to do this stuff. Blacks, greens, greys, silver, purples, and red. Oh my goodness, that's everything. That's Halloween, that's Christmas, that's, we got everything going on. Amazing. Let me put my little signature down there. Is this pen not going to need refilling at some point? It has done 17 pictures. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's done 17 pictures on one charge. I'm very impressed with you, pen. Okay, day number 17, demon. And that you are, scary little Tayono To. I think that's his name. Here we are. A little bit more zoomed in today. I don't know if that's for the best, better or worse. Does anyone want to see tomorrow's one? Coming up in just 8 hours or so. I'll try not to be late, but if I'm a few minutes late, forgive me, for I'm only human. Let's have a look. You want to see? You want to see? Oh, that's what I was going to do for Demon. Isn't it kind of cute? But I'm going to save it for a different one. For Saddle, I'm going to do this one. Obviously, it's my lovely bicycle during cherry blossom season. So I'll have a cherry blossom picture amongst what, within the, amidst, I don't know, a word. Okay, thank you so much, everybody that has come along. Please do consider checking me out on Etsy or Instagram or whatever you like. I'm /Miss Kendal James. Etsy.com/shop/Miss Kendal James. And you can find a PDF link to the colouring book for last year, which was also pretty cool. And I might be putting some of the pieces up for last year to sell if I can find them. Only half were sold, unfortunately, because my buyer decided to stop paying me. If I had all the money for all the people that were meant to pay me in this last year but didn't, I would have about 800 extra pounds. Hey. Oh well. Thank you very much, everybody. I will catch you later. Sorry if you get kicked out. I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, but it was so nice to hang out with you. Thanks, Elizabeth, and thanks, Kimberly, for popping along, and whoever else is there. Hello. Bye. Oh, purple. I'm just going purple. Purple, we're finished. Sorry. See you.